Melissa, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. If you can't tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna do an IMATS haul. And it's kind of gonna be a IMATS slash the rest of the month haul because I did pick some things up online and in New York after IMATS. So I was just doing a collective haul of everything like that, but most of the stuff I did get from IMATS, so I wanted to share that with you. IMATS was really cool. I went with my friend Jess, Miss Adventures in Makeup, who I always do my palette challenges with, and it was the first time either of us had ever been there, and it was just really neat experience. I don't know if it's something that I would need to or want to do every single year, but it's really neat to go and get really good deals on products and see new stuff that's out and everything like that. The only thing I didn't like about it is when you buy something, they give you giant bags to put it in. And like, makeup's little, like makeup's not these things, but these are the bags that they give you. Like, this is the Sigma bag, okay? And I got 2 brushes and a mat, yeah. And this is the bag, like this is huge. So all the places give you these giant bags because they want you to like advertise as you're walking around IMATS carrying your bag from them. And even at some places I was like, oh, I don't need a bag because I had this giant one with me, and they're like, oh no, yes you do, because they want you to be carrying it as you walk around. So I didn't like that, but what was really awesome is to be in a giant room filled with people that are passionate about the same thing that you are. And just when you're waiting online, and you will wait online, I mean there were some places we waited 30-45 minutes online, is you'll talk to the people in front of you or behind you and what they purchased, where they just were, what booth they were at, what you got, and it's just a really cool experience to talk to other people who love makeup and everything as much as you do, and learn about something different that maybe you weren't going to check out and get recommendations from people. So that was really cool. So I did definitely enjoy myself there, and I would go back. I just don't know if it's something I would need to do every single year. So let's get into, what's going on with my hair? Let's get into my haul. I'm not gonna really tell you prices on stuff because that's not really the point of it. Everything was on a deal. A lot of things were on really cool sales, and a lot of the places is they would run these like 2, if you got 1 it was one price, but if you bought 2 it was even cheaper. So Jess and I teamed up a lot at the different vendors, and we would split it. So we got really good deals on stuff because we would do it that way. So I do recommend you go with a friend so that you can do things like that. I went a little eyelash crazy, guys. I am like obsessed with fake lashes, but I never put them on. So I bought some lashes to try to encourage myself to wear them more often. And I'm of this mindset of, if you're gonna wear false lashes, they might as well be in your face fall lashes. Like, none of this natural stuff for me. I'm like, if I'm going through the effort of putting them on, I want them to look good. So I did get a bunch of different false lash things. The first thing, and this was my first purchase at IMATS, was I got a pair of Mosquito eyelashes. I know, fancy, right? So I got this in the style Voila, and they come in this really elegant box, and this is the style that they are. I hope you can see them. So they're kind of tapered a little bit on the inside and then flare out as they go. Really full and voluminous and long lashes. I have yet to wear these, but I do have some things coming up that I want to wear these to, so I'm really excited about those. And that was at the Mosquito booth. I then got 2 pairs of Cocoa lashes, which I've never used before, and I got the shade Goddess, which are these right here. They're a little bit spiky. They're almost like a double layer. They're kind of similar to the Mosquito, but a little bit more dramatic. And then I got the shade Ariel, which these are like super spiky. So really excited to try those out. They're really full. They have a thicker band, which I don't necessarily like, but like I said, if I'm going to be wearing lashes, I want them to be like, hey, I'm wearing lashes today. And then I picked up, at the recommendation of Jess, she recently wrote a blog post about how she loves individual lashes. So I wanted to give them a try. I've never used these before, and I got the Cara, and these are the Flare Short Black, and then the Flare Medium Black. So they look like this. So they're 2 different lengths, and I have tried these, and I have to say, they're a pain in the butt. I mean, they take practice, and through the first times I was doing it, I was getting so frustrated on putting them on, using tweezers and everything, and it took me a really long time to do it. I can see that if you start to do these more and more, it does get easier, but just learning how to place them and how much glue to put on them and everything like that, it was just like really time consuming. However, unlike a strip lash like the other ones, these will last you for a couple of days. So it's not like the strip lashes where at the end of the night you take them off. These stayed on maybe about 4 days, about 4 or 5 days. And it wasn't even the best application that I did. So I feel like if I was better about how I put the glue on and learning from it, that it would be better, they would last longer. Because I think Jess said she got about a week's wear of them. So I'm gonna try them again, but I just know that I have to like sit down and be patient about them. So that was these. And to go with that, when I got home, I picked up this Ardell clear adhesive for individual lashes, and I just got this at a Sally Beauty Supply. So that to go with the individual ones, and I already used the Revlon glue for the other lashes. All right, so after that, and that was from different vendors, I picked up, and actually, other than the Esquito, all the other lashes, and this was from the Lady Moss booth. So this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. It looks like this, and I've just seen a lot of people talk about this on YouTube, and it was really inexpensive. I got all those lashes in this actually for $5, which was really cool. I got it in the shade Porcelain and to use in my under eye. I don't have an opinion of it quite yet because I've really only used it about 2 or 3 times since I've been back from IMATS. I did use it today, and so far so good. But I don't have a total opinion on whether I love it, whether it's a must-have, but it was super inexpensive. It's a good color match for under my eye, where it's just a little bit lighter to brighten it, but it also is pretty thick, and it's got like a brush tip applicator like that. So you kind of like squeeze it out. So that's the shade right there. So it works to brighten under my eye, and it is pretty thick that it covers as well. So I've been liking it. I'm just testing it out to see if it's creasing and whatnot. So got that. We also went to the Serenity and Scott booth, and they were so nice there. That was one of my favorite booths that we went to because they were just really informative, really helpful, really sweet. Definitely enjoyed them. And they had like a deal with like a brush and a blush. So I got this brush right here, which has been amazing. This is the number 4 brush, and it's just an angled type of brush there. Oh my God, my nose. Okay. Just an angled type of brush, and I've used this to contour because it just fits so perfectly in that hollow, and then just to bronze up around my forehead and side of my nose and everything. But what I also got there was this blush in the shade Hampton, and it looks like this, and this is what I have on as my contour today. And I didn't know anything about this. Jess mentioned it, and I saw it, and I was like, I love that. That looks beautiful. So it's a really great contour shade because it's cool tone. It's not warm, but it's not gray toned either. Like, okay, so this is the NYX one in taupe, which is really gray, and it's similar to it, but it's a little bit lighter, where it's just not that gray tone. And I use this all the time. I actually love this as a contour shade, but this is just a little bit less noticeable that like, hey, I'm putting in a contour, you know. It's just a bit more natural looking, and even just warming up the face, it just does a really great job about it. And what these do is these pop out. So these pop out, so you can put this in a Z palette, which is what I'm going to end up doing when I'm done filming this video. But I really like this, and together I got this as a set, and they work wonderfully together. And the guy that we were talking to there, I don't remember his name, but he was saying that like this was his baby, and that he put this together and everything, and it's great. It's a great product. I also got another just blush from there because I saw this blush and I was like, I don't own anything like that, and I need this in my life. Are you guys ready for this? What? This is in the shade Hibiscus? Yes, maybe, sort of. Let me see. Yeah, Hibiscus. So it looks like this. I just fell in love with it. I was like, this color is amazing. Don't be scared by it because I have it on my cheeks today. It is beautiful. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a deep like fuchsia pink with a blue undertone to it, but then it's also almost got like a blue shimmer. I don't know if you can see it like up close. I hope my light catches it, but it's almost got this, no, not almost, it has a blue shimmer to it, but it doesn't show up sparkly on the cheeks. It's so pretty. Like, it just gives this nice, healthy flush of color and blends out really beautifully. Again, this one pops out like you saw with the other one. So I've definitely been loving this, and I'm so happy that I picked that up because they're just beautiful. I also got a Z palette, just a mini Z palette. There was actually a whole Z palette booth, and I should have gotten another one, but I didn't. I got this mini one because I have some tutorials that I want to do for you guys with the Makeup Geek shadows, and I just thought it would be easier to put it in here which ones I use as opposed to having them in my giant palette. So that's kind of what I'll be using this for, is for show, for videos, or anything like that, or maybe even to take with me when I go and do makeup places. So definitely like that. I also we went to the Anastasia of Beverly Hills booth, and I don't own anything from them, but what I wanted to get was the banana powder, because I hear so many people here on YouTube talk about it for setting the under eye, but the only way you can normally find it is in the contour kit, and I just haven't decided that I really want that contour kit or the Kat Von D one. I know makeup problems. So I was so excited that at the booth they were selling the individuals. So this is what I got, the banana powder, and it just looks like this, and I'm gonna end up putting this in a Z palette as well, but probably with my blush and bronzer from Serenity Scott. But I've definitely been liking this. I've been using it to set my under eye. It's just a yellow tone powder, and it sets very nicely under there, brighten, so it's really smooth and creamy. So definitely been loving that. I also picked up my very first Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and you guys know the struggle is real for me with my eyebrows, is I always have a hard time with a color for them because of how thick and dark that they are. And I was really hesitant when they were like, no, you're definitely medium brown, you're medium brown. But I trusted the girl there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. And this has been, it really has been a great match for me. So I've really been loving it. It has a spoolie on one end, the pencil on the other. It's a really fine tip. And it just gives, I mean, this is like a heavy swatch there. Where are you? Right there. But it's really nice for just kind of filling in the areas that I need to fill in, because as I've talked about before, I actually have pretty good brows. It's just a little bit that I need to fill in here and there, and just a little bit on the tail, so I don't have to do much. So I think this will last me a really long time, but I'm definitely enjoying that. The next couple items I picked up because I'm doing a lot more kind of freelance work and going and doing bridal parties or brides or anything like that. So I wanted stuff for my kit that was gonna make that easier. So the first thing that I got is this Graftobian high definition color palette, and this is a foundation palette, and I got this in warm. So it's just a big old foundation palette like this. It has a big mirror on the side. But it's just a big old foundation palette, and I've used this on myself since I've had it, and it's really nice. It gives you really great coverage. You have a lot of different colors, so you can highlight, contour, do regular foundation with it. So I'm really excited to go and use this on clients when I go out and do makeup. So that was a really good part. I went back and forth on it, but in the end I decided I needed it for that, and that would make doing other people's makeup a lot easier. So very excited for that. They also had this killer deal on beauty blenders, and I know they ended up selling out of these, but this was amazing. So I got this little pink bag, and it came with 3 beauty blenders, a mini one, which I think is a joke, but that's neither here nor there, and a beauty blender solid, like a cleanser. So normally like one beauty blender is like $22, $21. This whole kit was $32, $35, something like that, but you get 3 of them, the mini and a solid. So this was a no-brainer for me, and this way I have them for my kit. I can even replace the one that I have because it's getting a little raggedy, but I have at least backups or ones for my kit, so I'm really excited about that. I also got this Vera Mona color switch, which, if I can open it, again, I got for being out when I'm doing makeup, but it also helps with my own stuff that I have to do at home. But what it is it's this like squishy kind of, it's like the hair donuts, basically. You know, when you do your hair in a bun and you use those donuts, that's the kind of material it is. So what you do is when you're doing makeup and you use one color and say you want to use that brush again, is you take your brush and you swirl it in here and it pulls the pigment, it pulls the color off of your brush, and then it collects like down in here and you can clean this out. It doesn't sanitize your brush and it's not like a deep clean for it, but if you need to use that brush again, you can just swirl it in here, it'll get all that color off of it so that you're able to use it again. So that's why I got that, because I thought that would be really good to take with me when I go and do, say, a bridal party, and I can just spray my brushes with a cleanser and then redo it, or reuse it. The last booth we went to at IMATS was the Sigma booth, and they were sold out of two of the things that I wanted, but I ended up coming home and ordering one of them, and Jess actually grabbed the other one for me because she was able to grab it before it got sold out for me. So the thing that was sold out that I really wanted was the Sigma Spa Mat, and I'm so excited to see this. I'm actually probably either tonight, hopefully, gonna wash my brushes using this because they need a bath and I really want to try this out. So I was really excited. If you haven't seen this, it's a mat that goes in your sink so that you're able to wash your brushes and really clean them because it has like all these little ridges and stuff in there, so that it really gets in between the bristles and gives them a nice, deep, clean kind of bath. The two things that I got while there are two brushes, and I'm sorry they're dirty because I did actually use them today, but this is the Sigma E25, which looks like this, and then the Sigma E36, which looks like this. So they're both blending brushes. I wanted the E25 because it's a different shape. I love the E40, which is this one, but you can see the difference between the two of them. The E40 is like super fluffy. It's really great for just like getting into that crease as like a broad, you know, like a big transition shade. The E25 is really great for also doing the crease, but because it's actually, like you can see, it's pinched this way and it's pinched this way, it gives you a more precise application in the crease. So you can either hold it like flat ways this way or this way, and you get kind of a different way to blend in there. So I've really been enjoying using that brush. The E36 is kind of a different brush. It's almost like a baby version of the E40. But what I like to do with this is just kind of either work on my transition shade at the top, or even just like a dusting under the brow bone, anything like that. It's not a brush that I think is necessary, but it was something that I wanted to try, so IMATS was the best time to get it. With that, I also got two travel brushes. This one I haven't used yet. This is the E70, and they come in like a little thing like this. The E70 is a medium angled shading brush. So this one I haven't even used yet, but it looks like this. I actually think I have this already, but in a bigger version. Are you the E70? Yeah, I have the bigger version of it, and this is great. This is a great brush for actually kind of working on your outer corner and like going this way and then like blending it out. So it's really nice to have another version of it, even though it's in a smaller size. And then I also got a E21, which is like a little smudge brush, and I used this today. This is really great for the lower lash line and just kind of smudging out under there. With that, I also got a lip gloss, and I just can't find it. I recently had it. I'm not sure if I threw it in a purse or what, but it's a really pretty lip gloss. I've never used any of Sigma's makeup, so it was really nice to get that, because I also ended up getting this little book they threw in the bag, and it has a contour, highlight, and two blushes in here. So I've been using these. I mean, this isn't the best way to use this kind of product, but it works. Like you see, I've kind of made a dent in the highlight shade here, but they're really nice. I'm not gonna swatch them because it'll pull up a lot of the product. That's kind of what tends to happen, but I've definitely been, you know, enjoying using them. I don't feel any need to go out and buy any Sigma beauty products, but I've been enjoying that. And this they were sold out of, but this is what I came home and ordered for myself. And this is the Sigma F90. It is their fan brush. So it looks like this. It's a big old giant fan brush, and I've been loving this for just like, it just feels classy. It's just one of those things where it looks pretty, it feels like very elegant to use it. And I just like applying my highlighter with this. You probably could even do a contour with this, whoops, to be honest with you, but I haven't tried it for that yet. I've only had it for a little bit, but definitely been enjoying that. So that takes care of IMATS. After IMATS, we went to the MAC store in New York, which I've never been to a MAC store. So I did just get 3 things from there. I picked up the MAC Fix Plus because I've never had it, wanted to try it. Got that, been using it, enjoying it. I also picked up this MAC Pigment in the shade Rose. This is stunning. I wore this the other day on my eyes and it is so beautiful. I wet my brush with the MAC Fix Plus and applied this all over the lid and it was just so beautiful. And they sell a lot of, not a lot, they sell a few of the shades in these littler versions, which are less expensive than if you buy the big one. And I will never even go through this little tiny jar. So there was no need for me to buy the big jar. So definitely been loving that. And then this has been my all-star. I bought a MAC lipstick because I've never owned a MAC lipstick before. And I got this in the shade Up the Amp. I'm in love with this. Like, I want to wear this every single day of my life. It's purple, but it's beautiful. I have this on my lips today, and it's purple, but it's like a natural purple. I don't even know how to say it. I feel like this is it's a very wearable color, and Jess put this on and I was like, that looks amazing on you and I want to buy it too. Like, seeing it on her, I was like, I need to try that on. And I put it on and I was like, okay, I'm getting this too. I hope you don't mind. So we both ended up getting it. We both love it. This is an amplified lipstick and I love everything about it. I just think it's so great. I want to try more based on this, but I just love this one so much that I don't know if any other lipstick will compare to it at this point. So that was everything from New York. Just a couple other things that I got were, I ordered from Too Faced. They were having a 20% off sale. I got 2 of their melted metallic lippies. I got the shade Melted Metallic Macaroon. Macaron, I think it's Macaroon. So it looks like this. I love this. I wore this the other day and I absolutely love it. So it looks really scary, but it looks so beautiful on the lips. That's that color there. And then I got the shade Melted Metallic Dream House, which is this one. And let me swatch it. Okay, so there they are right there. Up top is Macaroon, Dream House is on the bottom. Macaroon is a bit more coral pink and Dream House is a bit more with like a purple or blue undertone to it. So I love both of them. I love these formulas. My original melted lipstick in Fig, I absolutely love. And these 2 I've really been loving too. So I don't find them drying. They got a little bit more of like a metallic sheen to them, but not frosty. But definitely been loving those. And finally, I picked up some Makeup Geek shadows. I wanted some neutrals because I have a lot of colorful shadows from the line, so I just wanted some neutral ones. Again, this is a bit more for when I go out and do makeup. So I got a whole bunch of colors. I am wearing these ones down here today. And from what I used today, this was my first time using these, but they're really up to par with the other ones. I mean, these are a great formula. They're really inexpensive. So definitely been loving that. And I will have some Makeup Geek tutorials coming up soon. Okay, so that takes care of my haul. I did some damage. I was on a no-buy before I went to IMATS, so the month of IMATS, I just kind of went a little crazy. But I'm back on a no-buy, gonna enjoy all these products that I got because I'm really excited about all of them. Leave your comments down below if you went to IMATS or if you were on a makeup shopping spree this month as well and what you purchased. Please let me know. And if you like haul videos, give this video a giant thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do so that you can see more videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!